Waynesville, and iHeart radio station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Another change on the way for the college sports landscape. The ACC is inviting Stanford, Cal, and SMU. The expansion will bring the league to 18 members, with 17 playing football full-time in the conference. The additions in all sports starting in the 2024-2025 school year. ESPN radio host Chris Canty.
For the ACC as a whole, this is a good step. You're talking about 18 schools and 17 of them being full-time football participants. The only one that's not is Notre Dame, but they play a healthy slate of ACC games.
Chris Canty on Greeny. Next year, the Big Ten will have 18 schools, 16 apiece in the Big 12 and SEC. The Pac-12 will have just 2. From ESPN's Chris Lowe, Alabama will star quarterback Jalen Milroe in tomorrow's season opener against Middle Tennessee. NFL receiver Mike Evans has set a September 9th deadline to get a new contract from the Buccaneers, with his reps indicating he'll look to play elsewhere in 2024 if no deals reach by then. 2 teams in the thick of the NL wildcard race. A Cody Bellinger 2-run single has given the Cubs a 3-1 lead on the Reds, top 7 in the opener of their doubleheader.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. They're close, convenient, and have the parts you need fast, along with excellent customer service from professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
In the heart of Beer City, USA, 2 men, 1 journey to create a sports show unlike any other. Unfiltered, raw, and honest. One of them played a soccer goalie opposite Ben Stiller. The other once scored 6 points on Steph Curry. These guys know their shit. Let's go! Tank Spencer, Jeremy Green, the Sportsocracy. Presented by Ingles Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings.
It is the Sportsocracy, and it is a
Football Friday.
That's right. We are back in the Ingles studio on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and you can join us in the chat as soon as Jeremy figures out why it's
there is
disabled
no
at
chat.
the moment.
I got nothing. It's
going to be fine. He's the tech guy. He'll save it. He'll get the chat up as soon as possible. While he's working on that, let me tell you, get in on the battle for the belt. You want to play fantasy football with us each week and do it for a great cause? You can go to the links on the YouTube channel, on the description of the video. You can also find the links for the battle for the belt on the front page of our website, thesportsocracy.com. And we're raising money for charity, as we always do. The Eblen Charities St. Nicholas Project, benefiting from the proceeds for the battle for the belt again this year. And this year we got 2 separate contests that you can get in on. The standard contest, which was won by Beer City's best fantasy football player who doesn't live in Beer City. So we need to take this away from Michael Meadows, who won it last year. The standard contest is back, and now there's the Eliminator Challenge. You can get into both contests for one economical donation, or it's $50 a piece for them separately. But why would you do that? And again, the proceeds go into Eblen Charities St. Nicholas Project to make sure that all the kiddies around Western North Carolina have something under the tree for the holiday. It is a holiday weekend, and this is the official football holiday, which makes it the best one. Labor Day weekend is amazing. With the opening week of college football, we will have games every day this weekend. You'll have a game on Sunday, or a couple of games on Sunday, but only one that we really care about, LSU and Florida State, which you can join us at the Village Porch, 51 North Merriman Avenue. The Sportsocracy's home for football, and we kick off our season down there at the Porch this Sunday. We'll be there, 11 o'clock on Sunday? Doing 2 separate fantasy drafts that are going to be streaming on the YouTube.
Correct. It's going to be quite a day.
And then, after the 2 drafts are over, we're going to add on a good evening of imbibery. Imbibery. Mark that down on your Sportsocracy bingo card for this football Friday.
Let's go.
As we hang out for the LSU Florida State game, and we can either watch just Jeremy go nanners when his team is victorious, or we can watch the meltdown
There's no or.
that might ensue.
We're not doing or.
If we have another 1-point blocked kick game between these two like we did last year.
Yeah, we're not doing or. It's just when Florida State wins. Let's go.
My perfect image of this Sunday night at the Porch is going to be final seconds of the fourth quarter. LSU Florida State comes down to one play, and there's a drunk Jeremy Green standing on the bar screaming at the largest television in the place. I can already see it happening, and now I don't want Sunday night to end any other way. So join us at the home for football for the Sportsocracy down at the Village Porch, 51 North Merriman Avenue, each and every Sunday starting this Sunday.
Well, we had
Did you figure it out yet?
last
Did you get the chat up yet?
I have not.
Oh,
I don't.
goodness.
I don't know what's going on here.
All right. So we strive through here. Last night, you had the opening action for some Power 5 schools in the ACC. It was the openers for NC State and Wake Forest. And Jeremy, I don't know that we saw a good football team play last night. Do you think I'm wrong in that?
Oh.
And when I say good, I mean like sort of relevant, top 25, could surprise some people.
Utah's not bad.
I'm underselling Utah because I saw their backup quarterback.
Correct.
The first play was phenomenal. The first play of the game, what's his name? Bryson DeChambeau? What Bryson?
Oh, Bryson.
I don't remember.
I remember his first name was Bryson.
Yeah, his name's Bryson. Anyway, he's the backup to Cam Rising, and he throws the 70-yard bomb on the first play from scrimmage for the Utah Utes. And I thought that was going to be, Jeremy, you said it was not going to be good for Florida, which it was not.
It was not good.
It was not good for
They were
Florida.
awful.
But you said it was not going to be good for them. And when Utah scored on the first play, I went, let's watch a bloodbath. And then the game went after that.
It was a bloodbath.
It was terrible.
I mean, straight up, it was a bloodbath. Florida's awful. Straight up awful. Billy Napier may be the worst hire I've seen in high-level college football in a long time.
How did you flip that quickly on him?
Because he's a bad coach. He's not ready for this. I mean, look, I liked him. But I'll tell you right now, last night was embarrassing. If you're a Florida fan, you walked away from last night going, what are we doing? You gave up a touchdown on a penalty because you had two guys wearing the number 3 on the field at the same time. I've covered this sport for a long time. I've only seen that happen like 6 times ever, and it was never to a Florida. It's bad, and I tried to tell you.
Yeah. Graham Mertz, yikes. Not good.
No.
Not good at all.
No.
I saw him throw a screen pass that Cam Newton couldn't have sailed. And went, this is going to be hilarious to watch the Florida Gators flounder over the next 12 weeks or however long we have in this. Is it 12 weeks?
There's a lot of losses on that schedule for Florida.
100% there is.
I would be remiss if I didn't take this time to look at all the little puppy fingers that told me I was wrong about UConn. Yeah,
I don't know that it was.
I wasn't.
Was it UConn? Was UConn the reason that game was close? Or
UConn's better than you all think because they returned literally everyone.
Yeah. Or was it just NC State not having the
I don't think
horses?
NC State's very good, but I wouldn't overreact to what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And look, they get Notre Dame next week. So if this goes how I think it's going to go, I will practically promise you that Notre Dame, NC State's going to be the bangers next week.
And it's Notre Dame minus whatever?
I'm not sure I care. I'm really not sure I even care what the number is. I
don't
want something stupid.
I wouldn't. That line's not going to be any higher than 18 and a half.
I'm not sure it'll even be that high.
That's what I'm saying.
really not. I'm not sure it'll even be that high.
But I would take it there. I'd take Notre Dame minus the 18.5 against that NC State team that I saw last night.
It wasn't. It wasn't particularly pretty.
No, it was.
I mean, Brennan Armstrong can run around fine.
It was below. I felt it was below the average.
It was a lot of football that was kind of difficult to watch.
Mm-hmm. It was horrendous to watch.
Well, I mean, if you watch Minnesota, Nebraska, I think you need to go to a meeting of some
That's what I was going to say. Last night, I'm sitting down and I'm like, okay, so I've got the morning gig, so I got to get in the bed early. I can't stay up too late to watch these games, but I want to watch as much as possible because opening night of football, right? So I turned it on, and NC State is losing to UConn. And I saw first the first play, Utah score, and then the game just grind to a halt after that. You could flip it over and watch a couple of highlight ish plays from Wake Forest when they were playing Elon, but that was Wake Forest and Elon. And then you watched NC State and UConn both out there kind of playing Rochambeau with each other. And then, let's flip it over to the next channel. It's Big Ten football.
Oh.
Where we're
Matt
just three
Rule.
Clouds and
3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Let's go.
Oh.
It was disgusting. It was not entertaining. The one highlight of the night was the touchdown for Utah.
And even that was just a pitifully underthrown ball that Florida was way out of position on.
Absolutely. So it wasn't great football to watch, but more importantly, it was back.
It was back.
It was, it was like that old blanket that, you might have used it to haul some stuff in the back of your car with, but you've had this blanket for 25 years, and it really is so soft to the touch. And so you kind of warm in it and warm up in it, even though it's kind of got that old smell to it. But now we're only doing that because the blanket that we like, the new blanket, the exciting blanket, it's just come out of the dryer.
I mean, now you've got a whole weekend of football that is going to be it's going to be good. It's going to be good times. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Got my game. That's the main course. You got a little Clemson Duke. That's a nice little dessert. It's a whole weekend full of football. Amy looked at me last night and went, "You're already in midseason form." Because when Utah hit that 70-yarder, I went full Jermaine Johnson touchdown dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I went full hammer in the kitchen. Just, woo! It was a profitable night for me.
Did you hit them all?
The only one I missed was I had Minnesota -7. And now I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get that wrong anywhere but the scoreboard because Nebraska just really loves turning the ball over. Jeff Sims I feel like he's a Sasquatch. People keep telling me how good he is, and I've never seen it. Oh, he runs real well. Cool. So does the 4th-string quarterback for Utah. If that's your claim to fame, you should probably stop.
Right. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
If you're watching this on the YouTube, I did just figure out the chat. I don't really know what I did, but if you refresh your browser, the chat should pop up.
There you go.
So,
now we're back on track. We got the chat live.
Now you can tell us all of the things. All you puppy fingers, you can send obscenities to me.
Patrick Holt,
I know you've wanted to. Patrick Holt sent me obscenities. I'm not even sure the game was over yet. I just sent him a smiling emoji like, yes.
Oh, that was not a nice thing to do.
They still won. Right. It's not like you lost.
One of the best games of the weekend. You're going to be able to hear it right here on ESPN Asheville. The North Carolina Tar Heels live at Bank of America Stadium against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Coming up in bangers later on in the program here. That'll be heard here on ESPN Asheville. Got a lot going on the radio this weekend. We got high school football tonight, 6 o'clock. I have to speed down the hallway to go host Sports Tank Friday as we get you ready for the Buncombe County High School football game of the week.
I mean, I sympathize with you because I have to just sprint out of the studio to get home to have a beer in my hand by 6:17.
Don't tease me like that. North.
Thankfully,
Buncombe,
I don't have to take 26, which apparently has been a big old cluster all day.
it's our annual trip out to North Buncombe, so we'll have Madison and North Buncombe tonight, and then Tuscola takes on McDowell on AM 1400. Then immediately following Tuscola tonight, you got the Braves and the Dodgers, which was phenomenal last night. We'll talk more about Ronald Acuna's day yesterday, which was one for the record books.
I was really prepared to make fun of that until I found out why it happened.
Right. I'll tell you more about that coming up in just a little bit. But we got Tar Heels coming up Saturday night. We got high school football.
Oh, wait.
It's almost
Who does Carolina play?
South Carolina.
If you're new to the program, that bell means that it will be in one of our bangers. And today we're breaking out a new one. We always had Road Dog and Underdog and all the things. It's the debut of Only Bangers. And you can find that on the TikTok if you like the really uncensored version. One that almost made Tank spit coffee all over the wall. I watched him do it.
This is ESPN Asheville.
Beer City's best fantasy football player, your chance to prove it is back. The Sportsocracy's battle for the belt is back for year 2 with 2 ways to win. Our standard contest and the new Eliminator Challenge for the most hardcore of football fans. Play fantasy football with us every week of the NFL season and compete for a cause with proceeds benefiting Eblen Charities St. Nicholas Project. Register today at thesportsocracy.com and take your shot at the title of Beer City's fantasy football champion.
Attention, it's time for the morning announcements. Make sure your parents are aware of the Ingalls Tools for Schools program and ask them to link their Ingalls Advantage card to our school. Remember, you have to do it each year. Now please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Real estate isn't about properties, it's about people. I'm Clarissa Hyatt-Zach with eXp Realty, your native realtor serving all of Western North Carolina. I will work hard for you, and I believe in doing the right thing every time. I market each of my listings to reach out-of-town buyers. I use a professional photographer and drone video on every single listing, as well as collaborate with agents across the country to find your buyer. Check me out online at clarissasellswnc.com or give me a call at 828-774-6343. It would be my pleasure to assist you through the real estate process.
If cleanliness is next to godliness, look around the car right now. Is that very godly? Look, life comes at you fast, but so does WBNC Auto Detailing. They have the tools to make your interior look like it's coming off the showroom floor. You don't believe me? Check them out on Instagram. All that filth and years of stains disappear. WBNC Auto Detailing does full interior and exterior details with paint correction, and they do wax and ceramic coatings. Call WBNC Auto Detailing at 455-3700. Premium care with a Southern hospitality touch.
Foo Fighters,
Fall Out Boy,
Kelly Clarkson,
Kane Brown,
Lil Wayne, Lil Durk,
Lenny Kravitz,
Miguel,
Public Enemy,
Sheryl Crow,
Travis Scott,
Tim McGraw,
TLC,
30 Seconds to Mars.
Get your tickets now.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
AXS.com.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there. And around there. And even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
Cut. Let's try something fresh, like the new scratch-offs.
I got it. Tuesday. It's not Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Tuesday.
Cut.
It's not Monday,
Aren't you a little old to be in a boy band?
There's nothing old about getting new tickets.
Oh, you're right. Maybe we stick with the original track.
New tickets every first Tuesday of the month from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Problem Gambling Helpline, 877-718-5543.
Help clear away classroom bacteria. Kill 99.9% of germs and first-day jitters. Disinfect desks. Get rid of sticky surfaces. And sanitize the room. For less obstacles and more studying. When you get to a clean slate, the possibilities are endless. Clorox. Start clean. Always use products as directed.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. ESPN Asheville. The chat is live on the YouTube stream. Go to thesportsocracy.com. Click the live video link. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can join us in the chat. See, now I had to say it so I could feel confident in bringing it out there. So it is what?
That was the oddest sentence you have ever said in all the years we've been doing this. You said like 20 words, and you just went full Bill Clinton, and you said a lot of words, and I'm not sure you actually said anything.
Jeremy doesn't know what he did to fix it.
I don't.
He doesn't know what he did to screw it up.
I'm going to be really honest with you. I haven't stopped running around this building all day. I feel like I've been chasing my tail since about 8:15 this morning. It's been an aggressive day.
It has been an aggressive day.
I am so the move to noon. I know that not everybody is super stoked about it. The two of us are just over the moon about this. It streamlines our day so much.
Absolutely. That's coming up for you on September the 11th, that Monday after the opener of the football season. So one more week on the 3 to 6 shift here on ESPN Asheville, and then we will be moving September 11th to 12 to 3. In the YouTube chat, Evan Doyle, he said, how concerned should he be for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons?
Good bit, because they're not good.
Yeah. I mean, you were playing Elon last night, and that's a game.
If you want, I mean, we don't do bad beats. That's Scott Van Pelt's thing. But if you want to talk about just a horrific bad beat, Elon kicked a field goal last night with 3 seconds left. Completely meaningless. It pushed the over.
Oh.
Completely.
I thought that was the one that wasn't on the board.
Oh, no, it was on the board. That one you could find. The one I couldn't find was Southern Utah and Arizona State. And the reason is because Arizona State is so bad. I knew that was going to be a big number. I was looking at places that I'm pretty sure put me on an NSA watch list. Yeah. And I still couldn't find a place that would take my U.S. dollars of Arizona State is not going to cover.
It was very strange when I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, and that game was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was delayed for a really long time.
Wild. It was just crazy. Starting my day, and there's football on the television. The Wake Forest is not good. I mean, like a Sam Hartman-led Wake Forest team should have put up 60 on Elon.
Yeah, they weren't, and they didn't.
Didn't look good. They did not look good. You might win 5 games.
Well, that's 2 teams we've talked about in the ACC, but we haven't talked about our new friends. We got new ACC friends.
Yeah.
Tank's so excited. He can't wait for that first Palo Alto 10 o'clock kick. Let's go.
I don't know why you felt the need to do this. And you know what? Screw NC State. They're the ones.
NC State's dead to me. You're the one. You rolled. I want to check the bank balance. I want to know who got to NC State.
Somebody's paying somebody.
Florida State, Carolina, Clemson, NC State. We were a band of brothers. Carolina yesterday put out a statement basically going, yeah, we're not changing our mind here.
No, they didn't either.
No.
Florida State, Clemson, North Carolina, and the last holdout was NC State. With NC State's vote, this doesn't happen.
Band of brothers, and we'll just roll to the Big Ten together in a couple years.
This is why you're the redheaded stepchild of the state of North Carolina.
I'm really glad you took the mantle on this because I was so irritated when I saw that it was NC State that rolled over.
I wasn't afraid. Like, when I saw that this happened, I was like, okay, well, I guess eventually everybody came around. Everybody went, okay, I guess we'll take you on. You're not going to take any money from us. Like, Cal and Stanford are getting 30% of the payout for the first 10 years of the deal or something like that. Like, okay.
I've also been told that that's conditional payout, too.
SMU?
I don't know what that condition is.
SMU's not getting anything for a decade. Yeah. 9 years. They're going to just say, no money, because they want so badly to be back in Power 5 football.
Which is funny because I actually find them to be the one that's attractive, not the other two.
I agree with you. SMU, way more attractive than adding those 2 schools out there. But for some reason, Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Redheaded Stepchild NC State had to go, oh, maybe the elites in California out in Silicon Valley will like us better if we get on their side. Like, no, you're Cal College, and you're not worth a damn.
Let's go.
Jeez.
Let's go. Tank out here just firing shots. Brian Hall it might be firing you from outside the window.
He's shaking his finger out. Come in here. Come in here. Defend your team. Defend the NC State Wolfpack right now.
We have a Wolfpacker in the building.
I knew he'd have come a-crawling, too.
Defend your school for rolling over.
I'm going to start throwing things at Tank for what he is talking about, this redheaded stepchild.
He went further than I was prepared to, I'm not going to lie.
Irrelevant. Excuse me? Yeah, hardly.
They won me a bunch of money last night, so I really didn't have that much fire.
So tell me, why are you spineless? Your school, anyway.
First of all, you don't know all the facts behind this.
I don't.
Okay?
I don't. I'm
so
just spouting crap.
Don't be just up here spewing all this and being ignorant about the situation.
All right.
Because it's not out there how all this went down at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm looking forward to finding out about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy about it. Nobody is.
Nope.
Except SMU and Cal and Stanford.
SMU.
Well,
I'm very happy about SMU.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could possibly think is that somebody got to NC State and said, do you know how much money there is in Dallas? SMU's boosters went, we do not care if we get $1 out of this for a decade.
The only thing I can think of is that Wes Moore, who is, NC State's women's basketball coach and a huge Dallas Cowboys fan and recruits the heck out of Dallas.
Yeah.
That maybe he just went in there and said, you know what, we need to do this thing because now I can get all of these great tickets and seats and, and go to the Cowboys games.
There you go.
Be out there more often because they're a family member now in the ACC.
So what you're saying is Wes Moore has the ear of the president.
He probably did it. That's my theory that I'm going to go with right now.
Okay. All right.
That
theory is as believable as there is a briefcase of money somewhere on the NC State campus
that has a Notre Dame logo on it.
Oh, 100%.
That's because that's where I'm at. Is that Jack Swarbrick went, hey, a lot of our things are about academic prowess, and we get Stanford and Cal, so that builds everything up. Are you going to join us? Well, no. Then why do I care what you think?
Maybe that briefcase of cash is going to be delivered in person this week when they come to Carter Finley Stadium, to play.
All right, you're the Wolfpacker. I want to get you on record saying how you feel about this game that is happening 8 days from now. Because we talked about this earlier, but now that you're here with a live microphone, and I'm not going to use it for nefarious things, I promise.
Yeah. About the Notre Dame?
Yes.
I'm not going to say that I am over the moon confident after last night. It's interesting to see almost, 200 yards of rushing taking place out there. Passing was not good. Too many drop passes. I think part of that was Connecticut's scheme. They just stepped back in the zone and said, you're not going deep on us tonight and give you everything underneath. But, Notre Dame's going to want to run it. And there was a lot of gashing going on last night. So some things need to be tightened up. But don't forget, Carter Finley Stadium, that's the last time that Notre Dame lost to an ACC team. It was at Carter Finley in the Hurricane Monsoon game.
Oh, gosh,
that took place.
That was, 5 years ago?
Probably something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Hold on. I sent a request to one of my friends in the desert of what that line is going to be.
Okay.
All right, so they're playing at NC State.
Yeah.
Set the line.
Notre Dame minus, I'll go 18.5, like I said earlier.
All right, so you're at 18.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 12.
You're both too high. It's 8. Yeah, Brian, could you take over for me for like 12 minutes? I got to go call a man about a horse and a Cal College and a bunch of Catholics.
Yeah.
So I got to make a phone call because hey, what equity do we have in the house? I'm about to do some things.
Yikes! That is a bet your houser.
If you were watching the YouTube stream, my eyes got real big, and I went, "Where can I access this right
now?"
And for me, it's not even a shot at NC State. This is how much I believe in Notre Dame
and Sam Hartman.
Because I'm going to go out on a limb. I think they're going to beat it. I think they'll beat NC State comfortably. It'll look a lot like last night did in reverse.
And think about how close that came to covering last night when the
Trust me, I did.
Interception took place, and Peyton Wilson, instead of running it back to the end zone, decided to slide down and go ahead and just end the game and let the clock roll out, by taking a knee. And then prior to that, a wide receiver, I can't remember who it was now, it was a new guy on State, just dropped a wide open pass, had one blocker in front of him with one guy to beat, could have taken it to the house, and then it would have been a 17-point win, cover, and Jeremy would not be as happy as he is today.
Who was the kid that had the interception that then went to the bench and said some super vulgarities?
Peyton Wilson.
Yeah. This is probably
All
a good
ACC
time.
linebacker.
It's probably a good time to announce that we will be making a call to see if he would like to be endorsed NIL-wise by the Sportsocracy. Because that kid, I might owe him $1 or $2, and we want to do it the legal way.
Yep. Well, boys, pleasure chatting with you.
Yep, I'm glad you...
We'll find out some more details about what went down.
Yikes.
And I'll be interested, but we'll tell you this. I guarantee you 90% of Wolfpack Nation is not happy about what happened today, along with most of everybody else in the ACC. But the conditions. I think it was a stupid. We should have waited a little bit longer to add the teams that would have made more sense, and approach it from a side where we've got the strength. Instead, it reeks of desperation.
Yep.
Hold on, before I got to ask this question while you're in here. So you say the ones that make sense. Who are those?
I can't tell you. And it might not have been this year. It might have been 2 years down the road. And it might have been another team that said, I want to get out of this conference, and it would have made sense.
Big 12 is that's the one that I've looked at going, you've got there's too many. You got too many sixes in that conference. Tank before the show was telling me App State and East Carolina. No. I understand that geographically that makes sense. Monetarily, it doesn't at all. So I was curious if that was where you were going.
No, I mean, I just don't. I just think that the desperation that was out there to make this move now is the wrong reason to do this. Yeah. And the ACC is going to regret it.
Well, if the ACC does end up regretting it, and for some reason, Clemson and Carolina and Florida State and the ones who actually make the money in this conference get ticked off about it and leave the ACC.
Here he goes.
Wait.
We're going to know who to blame, and it's the NC State.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you just say we make money in this conference? Because unless there's a Clemson fan in here, there's no we unless you have a mouse in your pocket.
Says the Florida State guy that they haven't been relevant in football in 7 years, I believe. Okay.
How many programs in the ACC have made more money any year in the last 10 years than Florida State?
Yeah.
You want to hear the list again?
It's 0.
Welcome to the American Coast Conference.
That's right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
High pressure dominates our weather here for the holiday weekend. Lots of sunshine, a little warmer Saturday, heating up even more for Sunday and Labor Day. Fair to partly cloudy skies here tonight. Patchy fog late, mid-50s. Patchy morning fog for us on Saturday. Otherwise, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs in the low to mid-80s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for Sunday. Afternoon highs in the middle to upper 80s. And for Labor Day, sunshine. Highs approaching 90. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school. Right now, a 24-pack of Crayola crayons and comp books are just 50 cents each, and select notebooks are just 35 cents each. In-store only, offer ends 9/16, limit 30. School on, save on at Staples.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there. And around there, and even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
Tired of getting dinged by monthly fees on your checking account? You need Simple Checking from Home Trust Bank. With Simple Checking, you get all the essential checking services for free, including 100% online access and a free Visa debit card. It's everything you need from a checking account, but no hoops, no surprises, no monthly fees. Stop by today or call 800-627-1632. Simple Checking at Home Trust. Ready for what's next. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rogue Combat Club, Asheville's home for comprehensive martial arts training, has a goal for our community, one that's stronger, more fit, and unwavers in its support of one another. Rogue Combat Club's instructors have competed at the highest levels and offer classes for everyone from young children to adults in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and wrestling. Rogue Combat Club classes can help you boost your self-confidence and self-defense skills while weeding out the egos and intimidation found at other gyms. Join today at roguecombatclub.com. The best season of the year is here.
Tailgate season.
Monster Brewing presents this season's MVP,
The Beast Unleashed.
with 4 bold, familiar flavors.
With 0 caffeine and 0 sugar.
Beast Unleashed is your new pregame ritual.
With white haze, mean green, peach perfect, and scary berries, there's a flavor for every fan. The Beast Unleashed.
6% alcohol by volume. Unleashed responsibly. Must be 21 or over. Beast Unleashed available at your local retailer.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Yesterday was a monumental day for Ronald Acuna. And I love this kid. He is one of the greatest baseball players I've ever seen. He's got all of the tools. He became a husband yesterday before the Dodger game last night. And he got married earlier in the day because, he wanted to save his family. So he's had a girlfriend for 4 years, and she's Venezuelan. Her visa was getting ready to run out. And it was getting to the point where she was going to have to be, deported, not able to come back to the United States for at least 3 months till she could get another visa. And so Ronald said, we got to make this permanent. We already have 2 kids together, and we need to make this permanent. So yesterday, while they're on the road trip in L.A., he got his business manager and said, hey, we need to make this happen. He gets married in a nice little ceremony with, closest friends around. And then the game happened. And in the second inning, he made a good day even better by hitting a grand slam home run to become Major League Baseball's first ever 30-60 guy. There had only been 2 30-50 guys in the history of the game,